Hey everyone, it's Meredith. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I filmed a unboxing video for you yesterday and was getting ready to upload it, and it was gone. So I'm going to start over and just want to welcome you to my channel again and let you know that I received this beautiful box from Your Creative Studio, Amanda, and this is the vintage postage stamp kit or box, I believe, and you can check out all the details in the link below. She has amazing subscription boxes, and I think you can also just purchase a box on your own and you know, just a one-time thing. So anyway, I have several of them that I've been gifted, and I love every single one. They're so unique and creative and a fun addition to any kind of style of journaling that you typically like to do, if it's memory keeping, or maybe you like to make cards or collage, whatever. And at the end of the little show and tell here, I'm going to pop in a little craft that I've done. So anyway, stay tuned. So this is the little thank you card, and it's super cute. Totally could be used as a pocket or anything in your journal. And I don't know if you can see it up close, but it's got these adorable little animals on here, stamps and stuff. So anyway, here we go. So this is the packaging paper that it comes in, and it's totally gorgeous. I love it. It's like a recycled tissue paper almost, or craft paper. It's a little thin, but it's beautiful, and I love all the images. So we might actually use that today, so we'll see. So I'm going to just start with the washi, and I love this kind of washi because it comes off super easy, and there are quite a few elements. Let me see if I can peel this off. Well, that might be the start of it. Oh, okay. So it's actually attached. So I'm not going to go all the way because otherwise I'll never get it rolled back up. But you can see here that they are super fun little postcards and some beautiful script and writing, and that's going to be so fun to use. And I like this. It's like a 1 inch, 1¼ inch washi. So super fun. And then in this little cutie box is these super fun, they're like little sticker, I don't even know what you call them. Like they're kind of like labels and sort of like stamps, but okay, one's stuck in there, but I'm not going to try to pull it out right now. But anyway, all different kinds of shapes and different areas. This is Bremen. This is the Arab Republic of Egypt, Alaska, Czech Republic. So many fun different colors. There's purple, kind of a pretty blue-green, and look at the fun one from Australia. Super fun. And I think that was Russia. This is the French one. Oops, upside down. There we go. So those are going to be a blast to use, and they are stickers. Here, I will just show you right here. So super easy to peel off. Of course, I say that and I can't do it. There we go. So anyway, just really nice stickers and nice texture on those pieces. So this is super cool. This is a stamping set that is clearly postal inspired. So you have a postcard stamp, and then the state postal seal, place for a stamp spot, the little fun, I don't even know what that's called, but it's like I think it's like the postal barcode. For addressee only, this is says paid, and then fun postage, and then this is really a nice cool collage stamp. So maybe we'll try those out here in a bit. It comes in this really beautiful and very intensely packaged Ziploc thing. And then here we have some super cool, this is almost like a recycled or homemade paper feel, and these are also stamps. So that's like a little a little round kind of scalloped edge, and then there's this one, so kind of like labels almost, but they're obviously stamp themed. Super fun. And then here in this lovely package, we have some cool rub-on. I don't know if you call them stickers or what, but it comes with the little paddle. And maybe I can show you one of those in a bit. But how beautiful are these? They're all wildlife themed. Look at that gorgeous bird, the bear. Super pretty. The dragonfly is awesome. And look at that wolf. Super pretty. Here we have more sort of antique themed ones. The gorgeous horse and the squirrel. And super fun. That's probably China. Oh, look at the hedgehog. So cute. And the butterfly, gorgeous. Love these. So we will try those out as well. Here is another set of stickers, and it's kind of like a little fairy tale theme, and kind of a, I don't know, bayou or swampy thing, and then this gorgeous floral. Super pretty. And then they are edged like a stamp, and they're kind of, oops, sorry, they're kind of clear, if you can see, which is always fun. Alrighty, this is very cool little packaging. Memory postmark, I think it says. So in here we have all these amazing little papers. I think you get 3 of each, and they're super gorgeous. I love the script on these, and these are super kind of a darker craft paper style. That one's so pretty with the yellowing. Love that. So these will all work great for collaging, or you could totally make a billion tags out of all these. There's so much, guys. So many. I love it. That's one of the best things about these boxes. I don't know if any of you have subscribed before or had one for an unboxing, but there is so much goodies. So many goodies included. So super cool. Some of them are French, some of them are Russian, some of them are different correspondence. This looks like maybe, I don't know, can't tell. But I love all the different tones and colors. Look at that, so gorgeous. I'm sorry, yes, those are probably upside down. I don't know, I can't tell. Super fun. So those will be awesome to play with and use in crafting or creating journal pages. I'm going to tuck that back into the little closure thing because it's really cool. Sorry, that was just off camera. And okay, here, so when I did the original unboxing, all of these little cling stamps come in these little cutie envelopes. And so when I had finished, I just popped them all in this nice little handy bag that was left over. And so I will go through and show you each one. So this is, looks like Mexico, which is very pretty. And this one is gorgeous. Love that. This is a, actually I think that peels off. Okay, maybe you can see it better. Sorry about that. This looks like a zephyr or a blimp. And they're a little dark, so it's hard for me to tell exactly what they are. This looks like kind of a floral rose. I'll have to maybe do a little stamping when I finish everything. That one is super cool. Definitely can see what that is. And then same with this one. It is, sorry, I'm just trying to peel off the plastic part. A label, 2-4. So here, let me take off these ones. There we go, I can see that a little better. If there's a glare, I apologize. We've had kind of funny weather this week, and now it's bright and sunny again, which is awesome, but sometimes it makes it harder for visualizing everything on camera. So yeah, I think that's something in Mexico. Anyway, I have not the best eyesight, and I probably need a new prescription. All right, so I'm gonna hold off on that because it's a big package. Okay, this is another bundle of fun postcardy envelope kind of stuff. So in here, so this is the back, and that's this is like the piece that it comes on, and then there are all these awesome little squares that we can use. I think I'm going to do a nice collage sheet with all of these with you guys. Super fun and pretty, and they're just like little snippets, which is awesome for collaging. And then we have all these nice little mini postcards. That's like the back of an envelope. So super fun. And there's multiples of each. This one has little quotes on them. And this is just kind of a partial. And then here are more in a little larger sizes. So very pretty colors. I love the muted tones. And this one is so beautiful with the roses. Gorgeous. And like I said, just so many. Oh, that's cute with the butterfly. Love that. And very beautiful. Little doll baby there. Nice handwriting. Definitely love that. And I think that, no, not quite. Oh, look at that one. That one's got a swan on it. Sorry. That is gorgeous. Super pretty. So you can see there's quite the variety. And then here's some more smaller ones. Super cute. All right. So those all go together. And then this is, actually, wait, I'll save that. That's the paper pack. So let's do this next. So this actually might be a combination of a couple of bundles because when I put it back together, everything was sort of all over my desk, and I don't remember if this all came together or not. So these are a ton of stickers and different little paper elements, and super pretty. So like these cute little strips could be totally used for tags. This is like a script or, you know, printed book page, but it's a sticker. If I can get it off again. I did this once, and I know there's a trick to it, but I haven't figured it out yet, I guess. Bear with me, fast forward if you want. So here you can see it's kind of matte toned, but it is, you know, this nice sticker. And as are these. So all of these sort of shiny or matte pieces that have the glossy on the back, those are all stickers. And then here we have, sorry, off camera. Here we have a bunch of more little fun snippets. We've got circles, we've got tag shapes, all different kinds of script and themes, sort of travel and postal theme. Here's a sticker, super cool, another sticker. So all of these are the stickers, and a lot of them are hard to see because they're just like really matte finish, but I think they would look super neat on a tag or something. So I can't really show you all of those, but that's okay. So more book page ones. Whoops. These are super cute. It's like a little fern on that one. You can see it better on the back with the matte side. Super fun. And this, I literally cannot tell what that is just because the color is so muted. Let's see if we can see it when we peel it off. Not really. It's look like the sun in the middle, so. But super cute and fun. Love the coloration. Vitriol. That sounds sort of scary. This is cute with the little girl. And that one's fun. Nice, some tickets. Ticket shape or label shape. And more of these. Ooh, poison. Got some smaller sort of stamp-shaped pieces. Again, super muted. Look at how tiny that writing is. I don't even think I could read that with a magnifying glass. Oh, so funny. Getting old is just a blast, guys. All right, and then here's some fun different cutout items. I don't think these are stickers. Let me see if I can peel off. I think these are just cutouts, but I could be wrong. Hold on. Nope, it's sticker paper. Okay, so that's cool. So you could just trim these out and use them as stickers. And there's some different, so these are like little tiny, like receipts and French documents and envelopes and stuff. So all these are sticker papers. And then here we have some bigger size postcards. It's kind of a random piece that ended up in there. These are all really nice, kind of a linen feel on the paper, which is fun. These are beautiful. So definitely regular size postcards, which is nice. Okay, so I'm gonna pop these out and then I can show you the papers. So this is always probably maybe my favorite thing in the whole kit, and there's a nice sturdy cardstock backing that could totally be used for tags or whatever. So this is 24 sheets. You have sticker paper, vellum paper, art paper, and pattern paper. And this on the top is the first one, and this is the sticker paper. I am pretty sure because it's got the white on the back. That's the clue. And yet again, struggling to get the sticker paper separated. Okay, so this is how easy it comes off once you get it going. And super cool. It's really nice coloration and textures. So that's a sticker. This is a sticker paper. Super pretty. Sticker paper. And that one's so fun with the squirrel. Love that. And that one. And that one. And then now we have the vellum. So that's just literally, they're all the same 6 designs in the different styles of the paper. Super pretty. Gorgeous. That feather. And this is, pretty sure this is maybe the art paper. It's a little heavier and kind of has a little bit of a linen feel also. Sorry, keep getting out of screen. But yeah, all the same textures and colors. So pretty. And then this is just the pattern papers. It's definitely thinner and kind of smooth. So that's how you can tell the art paper and the pattern paper separately. So that is the whole shebang, and I am going to grab a few things and we will do a fun little project real quick. Okay, so the first thing I thought we would do is try out the stamps. So I've got my little black stamp pad here, and these are the ones that I think you attach to the clings. So I'm going to do that. And I don't know what the best way to do this is. Usually I just kind of go like this and try to cover as much as I can without getting it all over my hands. And not too much. Oh, there I did. I totally did. Okay, so we'll just scoot this up and start in the corner and just press down. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is Wednesday. Ooh, that looks nice. Very clean. Very crisp and clean. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that off. And then we will do another one. Actually can probably do a couple at a time. why not? Just to see how they all look. And this guy, we'll put him that way. Okay, so let's do that again. And obviously you don't have to use black ink. You can use whatever kind you want. I think a lot of times I like to use the Ranger Distress pieces. Or, you know, the, the stuff we use for distressing. Sorry. My brain went somewhere else. Okay, so those are definitely very dark. Here, I'm gonna stamp again and get some ink off. But yeah, that is definitely pretty dark, so you want to go a little lighter maybe on that one and that one for sure. Probably wasn't the best idea to do them all at the same time, but just trying to be efficient here. So I'm going to set that aside and we will clean those up in a bit. And now let's check out the other stamps. So these are the ones that have, you know, they're kind of just ready to go. Oops, if you can get it on the stamper. And I haven't used this kind of stamp in quite a while, so I'm not sure how much you need to put on. That's pretty, very crisp. So I'm thinking maybe not quite so much ink. That's super pretty. I'm excited to see how this lady is going to turn out. The stamps are all super detailed, that's for sure. Ooh, I didn't do so good on that. Okay, so let me see if I can get a better impression. Well, that one's a fail, but you get the gist. And then here, there's so many little tiny micro details that I think it's hard to get them all perfectly even. All right, that looks nice. That one is definitely a stamp and a good one. I'm gonna go sideways with this guy. There's a reason I don't stamp on camera very often. Okay, well, I moved it a little bit, but you can still see it. I like that one, it's really cool. Some serious detail on the hand. Okay, so you get the gist. We're gonna put that messy glue or messy ink pad away, and we will save this for something else. And I will grab what I need to start doing some collaging. Alrighty, so I am back, and we are going to just create a nice collage sheet, and then we will maybe cut it up and see what we have in terms of tags or whatever, maybe journaling cards, etc. So I just grabbed bits and bobs of all the different pieces, and I thought we would just start putting them down. So I'm going to start with this map. If I can get my glue lid off. And we will just start in the corner. I like to use the bigger pieces first when I'm collaging, and then fill in with all the little pieces around. And you can use whatever kind of glue you want. I'm just using a piece of craft paper that's 8.5 by 11. This is actually my last piece of craft paper. I've been saving it. so it was a good time to use it. And here, I think I'm gonna just fold that up and tear that off. There's so many possibilities with these kind of subscription kits, boxes, whatever you want to call them, because they have some, you know, kind of something for everyone, which is nice. All right, I was thinking I would like to use maybe this one down here, or maybe I'll have this one up. I think I'll do that one in the corner as well. We'll just kind of move across. You don't have to worry about any open spots because everything will eventually get covered up and lain over, if you will, because we got lots to layer, which is the fun of collaging. I have not done a collage board in a very long time, so this was perfect timing. Trying to decide if I want to split part of this off. I kind of like that, so I'll grab my, I think I'm gonna do maybe right there, and put that in the middle. And if this is not something you want to watch, feel free to fast forward to the next section. Let's see, I think I'll do that kind of down halfway, and then we'll put something else there. And then this can go, oops, on the bottom. I always enjoy watching Roxy Creations when she does all of her collage boards. She does a lot of them on book pages. I've done that before too, and that's super fun. Okay, so now we have a few of these other pieces that I was thinking of. So let's kind of look at, I think I like that, maybe right there. And I don't care if there's going to be raggedy edges. That part does not bother me. And I think we'll collage the backside too, because that'll give our tags more interest. And if we do journaling cards, then they'll have a little backing on them as well, which is nice. Let's see. I do like that blue. Maybe we'll put a strip across the top. So nice to have my middle son home. I'm going to do this up a little bit so I don't cover up the beautiful red and green, and we can trim that later. I'm just going to keep all my little scraps for filling in. Ooh, this is super pretty. I love that on there. I do about 2/3. Kind of try to offset things so we don't have matchy edges. Oops, I got a little carried away with the glue there. Oh, I thought there was two there. And I love this Jamaica. That's so fun. Thinner on those ones, and then we can use those strips for something else. Slide that under there like so. Don't hesitate to peel up if you need to, so you can tuck things under. Alrighty, so now I'm thinking we might do this little strip, maybe right there. Guess I need to grab a strap here that I can glue on so I don't completely get glue everywhere, which I've been known to do. Okay. That's kind of fun right there. I think I'm going to tear off part of the envelope. And if you want to get real fancy with all these and ink up all the edges and stuff before you put them down, you certainly can, but I find that it's kind of easier to do that, oops, excuse me, you know, sort of after you've done all your collaging. I think I put that upside down, but oh well. Not going to worry about that now. I love that blue. Alrighty, that's super pretty. I just want the blue part. A little bit of the red part too. Just gonna overlap that a little bit. Oops, that did not work. Okay, I've got a couple more spots to cover. Let's see what we have here. I love all these big scripty pieces. That's nice. It's a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Love that. That's the classic carte postale. Okay, like that one right there. Don't need the whole top though. All right, we're just about ready to flip over and do the other side. Have a little hole right there. Let's see what we can put right there. Maybe we'll do the stamp. That's kind of fun. Okay, cool. So, second side, here we go. Let's see, I need kind of a bigger piece to start. Do a little bit of overlap there. And let's see. Do love that. It amazes me how tiny some of the script is on a lot of the old documents. How they were able to write so tiny, just beyond me. That is not my forte. I have very large handwriting and I press hard, so I tend to destroy thin papers very quickly. don't worry if you go over the edges a little bit when you're collaging, because you can just trim everything. That is not a big deal. Let's see, those are all little tiny pieces. Let me grab a couple more bigger ones over here. And we'll do this one sideways. Mix it up a bit. So the fun thing about doing these collage boards is that when you go to trim them up or do your cutout, you get a surprise on both sides, which is always fun. I think we had that one yet. Let me see. Oh, we did it down here, but there was a little bit mostly covered up, so we'll do a bigger piece of this one. Sorry if I am totally off camera. I did not even notice that. I'm going to save that swan. Let's see, what else have I got? Like this one. I love all the different muted tones of all the different papers. They look so pretty together. Take this guy. I hope everyone is enjoying their summer, or if you are in the southern hemisphere, it would definitely be winter for you, I'm assuming, or somewhere there in between. Hopefully not having bad weather. Okay, let's see if I could do maybe just part of that. Let's see, we'll mix it up and do this one upside down. Just because, why not? Okay, so now let's fill in with some of these little scrappies that I have, and then we will cut it out and see what we decide to make. Put it a little higher, and I really like that one. Okay, almost finished. Oh, goodness. Totally got glue everywhere on that. Oh, Meredith, good heavens. All right, so there is this side finished. And flip it over, and there's that side. So this is kind of the top, and that will be the back side. So let me go ahead and just trim off this excess before we do our actual cutting. And I'm going to just use my, my cutter. Get all this stuff out of the way. And then I have a few fun elements to, stickers and stuff to do our embellishing. All right, the moment of truth. So, oops, I missed a spot. Clean that up too when we're crafting. All right, so I'm thinking maybe we'll do a couple of mid-size tags. So there's one, and we'll probably cut that in half. And then maybe get a couple of journal cards out of that. And let's see. I don't want to cut that. Let's make a nice pocket. And then a narrow tag and another pocket. Okay, fun. Get that out of the way. And let's see what we have. So this is going to be a pocket or a tag, pocket or a journal card, tag. And let's cut these two. I think we can just do this pretty much right straight across. So those would be some shorter tags. This is so gorgeous. I don't know what to do with this piece. I love that. It could be a very tall tag, a very wide tag. Nope, I think we'll do, let me get my cutter back so I can do it accurately. I think we're gonna do this in half. So what do we got? So I really wanna retain that beautiful. Okay, so those will be fun journal cards or little top tucks or something fun. So now let's embellish a bit. First of all, I think that I will just do a little snip-de-doo on these. So we know these are tags. And no, I'm not measuring, and I don't care if they're perfectly symmetrical. That part is just not something I worry about too much. I think we'll leave that as a straight tag. And then we'll come back to these in a sec. They look so fun already. And they're actually pretty sturdy since we did both sides. It's like heavy, it feels like heavy cardstock now, so I'm definitely happy about that. And so that's pretty plain on this side, so I'm gonna flip it. What do we think of this side? Yeah, so this is the front, this will be the front. Yep, this will be the front. Okay, so I've got all these fun little stickies. Singapore, this is Chinese, this is India, we've got L'Arc de Triomphe, we have the Czech Republic, oh, we have to have the Eiffel Tower, okay. Tour Eiffel, all right, so I'm going to just start adding some goodies. Actually, maybe we'll do, just noticed I have this fun little scrappy piece. Just gonna tear that. Actually, I don't want that white part, so I'm gonna cut it. So maybe we'll actually do a little bit of layering first. Sorry if that was super loud. Just need something else for gluing. I put my book pages in a spot where I can't get to them at the current moment, so all right, that looks fun. And then we'll layer on our little Eiffel Tower sticker. Come on. If there was a sticker removal person, I would hire them. I literally can never get these things off. Please fast forward. Okay, here we go. So I am going to just pop that down right there. And let's see what else we have. That might be kind of fun, the Australia. A little kangaroo. Or maybe we'll put that on the other one. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay. Oops, I stuck it down on the wrong spot. You guys probably are going crazy watching me struggle here. Okay. Let's see what else we might want to add to that. If anything. Sorry, got everything is all over the place. Actually, I kind of like this just like so. And I don't think we need to do anything to the back. Might just ink it up a bit, give it a little dimension. And I need to punch a hole and grab some twine. Oh, I know. There are those other stickers I just remembered, so I'm going to grab those. And we will see what we think of those. Just doing this now since I have it right here. Totally unnecessary, but if you want to give it a little bit more kick on the grungy side, this stuff definitely works. Okay, so I have these other stickers. That's going to be our front. So, and I've got these stickers too, which are super cool. I think I might actually layer this one kind of under there like that. I have to glue it down again. Those are fun. And we've got our little, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like Neptune or something. Something cool. Okay. I think that one is done. Let's see what we want to put on here. I'm going to put this really pretty rose sticker down on the bottom. It's kind of see-through, so it's really cool. Oh, that looks so pretty. Look at that. Love that. And I kind of feel like I want something. No, not that. Little book page. Maybe we'll do a little of the book page on the edge. I'm gonna actually just trim it and use it kind of like an age tape. See what how that turns out. That's kind of fun. Definitely gives it a little dimension. And don't think I want any of those. Alaska. There's so many to choose from. Ooh, that one looks kind of cool. I'm going to overlap that one with the page like so. I'm just going to turn it sideways. And then I think I'm going to add this on the top as a little tab. Just fold it over. If you can do it straight, Meredith. And then we will just pop that on the top. It's a tiny bit flimsy, but I'm going to stick it down mostly so it gets both sides. There we go. Perfect. It's not totally straight, but that's okay. Alrighty. So this guy, we need a little hole punch, which I can do right here. And I have a little twine. So guys, the sky is the limit with these. You literally can do pretty much whatever you want. I'm going to leave that back blank and that one as well. So those are done for now. And then let's take a look at this one. And I like that for the back. And this is just so pretty. I hate to cover it up totally, but I was thinking maybe across the bottom we could do one of these fun labels. I'm not sure how big they are. It's hard to tell on this side. Kind of, okay, maybe this one. There we go. So we'll just stick that on down there. I love that. That's so cute. I think it's too big though. Don't really want to cover that up. Let me see if the fern might look kind of cool. Okay, we're going to do the fern because this is clear, or it's matte, but it's definitely, oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, first time, love that. So I'm going to just kind of go across. And we'll just tuck those little edges over. That looks pretty. I do like that. And then maybe kind of like the red there. I want to pull something. Well, maybe we'll do the Alaska one. That might be kind of fun. I'm going to actually tuck it underneath the label. Good news is these peel up fairly easily. Oop, these really stick to your fingers. There we go. All right, we didn't cover up Mr. Moose totally, but that is good. And then let's see what we want for the top. I'm kind of thinking, I like the tab idea, but I think maybe I want to do sari on that one because it's a little bit of a different style. So let's see if I have. This might be too pink or peach. No, I actually kind of like that. Gives it a little bling. And if you don't like it that long, you can totally trim it. Okay, so we've finished those up, and I think I will stop the video here. You can obviously envision what you could do with these bigger cards as top tucks or journaling cards. You could totally back it with book page so that you have, you know, more writing space or whatever. And these could even be attached to an envelope and turned into an actual, you know, mailing item. This is totally not straight, so I'm going to just trim that off. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here today, and hope maybe you will take a peek at Amanda's lovely Your Creative Studio website and see if there's something fun for you to pick up and try. And let me know if you have worked with this particular kit as well. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye-bye.